front of everybody and did a smoky eye on me. And it's a little uncomfortable. And I felt these people are crazy. And she asked me if I wanted to join, and just so happened that my husband had called me earlier that day. I don't know if y'all have had those days, but he called me and he's like, do not spend any more money. We've got to make it on what we got for 2 more days. And I'm like, I can't, Whitney, it's okay. But let me tell you, I went home and I laughed. I'm like, she thinks I can sell things. She thinks I can talk to people. She's crazy. And Paul's like, I knew that they tried to recruit you. And, but it was just something that just stayed on my mind. And it just kind of kept coming back. Because I'll tell you what, me and my husband, we've been married 13 and a half years. And we've been trying to have kids for probably about 7 or 8. A few years of infertility, a million years of adoption, all of this stuff. And we had one failed adoption in between. You don't get your money back when the country decides that they close. You just don't get your money back. Because you pay for services, you're not paying for a child. So anyway. So we were in debt, and I wasn't working because I had quit work to stay at home so we could have kids and all of that. And then just kind of out of the blue, I ran into Whitney at church, and I'm like, we ought to get together so you can show me how to do eyeshadows. And she's like, oh, that's great. So she came to my house and did a facial. This is before she invited me to a meeting, and we talked for like 3 hours about everything under the sun, you know. So I really liked Whitney, and we tried it, and I don't know, just after the meeting, I was like, well, maybe it'd be something to bring in a little extra money. You know, maybe we could set some money aside for adoption. Maybe we could get our credit cards unmaxed that have been maxed for years. You know, just maybe. What do you think about it? And I kept talking to Paul about it. I'm like, what do you think? I don't know. I don't know if I can call people. I don't know if I can talk to people. I don't know. I'm just so confused. But I thought about it for 4 days, and finally he called me one day and he's like, do it. Go do it. I'm like, okay. I think Paul should be a Mary Kay lady, personally. Because I think he could do it. Yeah, he's Larry Kay. Yeah, I did anyway, that's neither here nor there. We did a booth and they put like something on his name, like Mary Ray. I don't know, it was weird. Like something like Larry Kay on his name badge. But yeah, so it's just something that I just kind of had on my mind. So finally I'm like, okay, Whitney, tell me every detail. Because I'm a detail person. Tell me every detail. How's this going to affect my life? How's this going to affect my taxes? I mean, like, I need to know everything. She's like, just do it. So I just did it. Scared out of my mind, you know, did my jumpstart party, all of that. But you know what? I was terrified and thought I'd never be good at this, and I may never. That's not true. I'm going to reach all of my goals.
Right.
Woo! And it may take me a little longer to get there, but this journey has brought me so far, and like I wouldn't trade this year in Mary Kay for anything else. It doesn't mean that everything's been good. It doesn't mean that I haven't gotten no's. It doesn't mean I haven't gotten reschedules and cancels and all of this kind of stuff. But I've never been around a group of women that are this positive. I've never been around a group of women that I could leave, and it took me a while to get here, but know that they're not going to talk about me when I leave the room. You know, and I worked at a nursing home before, and it was all women and maybe like 4 men. And my goal was to get in my office and lock the door before anybody talked to me because they would ruin my day. And so Mary Kay has brought so much to my life, and it has made me so much more confident and so much more comfortable talking to people, which is something I just really needed. I'm definitely an introvert and shy, and no one would know that now, but I used to break out in cold sweats all over and like hold my breath when I had to talk to new people, and it was just terribly, I need a script. That's why I have my iPad up here. I need a script. I'm not improv people. But Mary Kay's just brought so much to me, and it's just an amazing company. And to know that it has given me the ability to give us a little more financial freedom. I mean, our credit cards have been maxed for probably 10 years, and now we've got a credit card that's not maxed, you know? Not that gives me more freedom to go charge it up, but it just lets me breathe a little easier, that I'm not just having to pay everything, just, you know, you're not just tied down to everything. So Mary Kay's brought so much to my life. And here recently, we talked a lot about the adoption because we just got a referral like 3 weeks ago, and we're traveling on Sunday to go meet her for the first time. We have to do 2 trips. We can't bring her home, but I have a picture. But anyway, Mary Kay is so much more than makeup. It's so much more than makeup. And I know that everybody probably thinks you're crazy when you say that, but our first thought was not to go to the bank for the next fees for their adoption. You know, our first thought was, let me book parties so that people can be a part of it. And that's what I'm telling them. I want you to be a part of our adoption, and I want to bless you in return, because we know that women don't get out and they don't treat themselves enough, so I want to be able to bless them in return with a paying for You know, so here's my baby. She turned 3 months on the 5th of this month. She definitely is a chubby one. There'll be lots of rolls to pinch and kiss on. So this is my why. You know, you've got to find your why. Why would you need to sacrifice 10 hours of your work or 10 hours of your week to be at home watching TV or, you know, doing something else? Why would you need to find your why? This is my why now. I look at this picture all the time. I look at this picture before I make phone calls because I get a little nervous when I make phone calls. But I look at this picture and she keeps me going. So, you know, what is it in your life that Mary Kay could change? I mean, even if it's just making you a better person or a more outgoing person, what is it that you need from that? I mean, Mary Kay could bring you so much more than just 50% commissions and 50% off of your makeup and this gorgeous bag. And, I mean, it can bring you... It brought me Justin Timberlake, and I didn't even listen to him before. I could, you know, and it brought me all these girlfriends. Mary Kay has just really enhanced my life. You know, so just kind of think about what would make you, you know, so excited to get up in the morning, and what is that one thing that you just need to do with your life and save up for? What are you passionate about? It's not all about lipstick, but Mary Kay can be the vehicle that gets you there. So, it's the vehicle that's getting me to my adoption, and it's the vehicle that's making me more assertive, and it's making me more outgoing, and it's making me more confident. So, it's not making me Wonder Woman, though. That's what this picture said, is Wonder Woman. It's not making me Wonder Woman. It's making me a woman of excellence, and not a Wonder Woman. So, y'all are sitting there thinking, why have I heard 3 different stories? Well, we wanted to share our stories because we're all in different stages of life. I mean, we've got the single, we've got, well, you're not really an empty nester. Tara came back, didn't she? Like the Cosby Show, kick them out.
Not hello.
Yeah, and me, you know, just married and trying to start my family and to provide different things. So you're wondering why. Well, you know, we brought you here to recruit you, obviously. That's what we do. So we just want you to hear about it and think about it and just dream about what Mary Kay could be for you, you know? And so really, it's just, I don't know, I'm speechless when I talk about Mary Kay. I just get speechless. But what we like to say is there are 3 different types of customers. You're either an A customer, a B customer, or a C customer. So an A customer is, all right, I'm ready, sign me up. All this takes is $100 and a leap of faith, and there are women here that will catch you when you jump. B is, buy me a cup of coffee and tell me a little bit more about it. So we love to go to Panera or Starbucks and, you know, eat those extra calories and those milkshakes and stuff because it's worth it just to get to talk to you guys and just tell you a little bit more about it. Tell you, you know, what you could do with this business and how it could grow and how it works. And I know that some people are detail people like me. I needed to call and I needed to know everything about it. So that's kind of, I guess I was a B. I needed to buy me a cup of coffee and tell me a little bit more about it. And then C is just, I want to be a happy customer because we all need happy customers. Our business doesn't grow if we don't have happy customers. So we want you to be a happy customer. We want you to be a great and loyal customer. And if you want to book a party with the person who brought you here tonight, then that's great because we just need customers and referrals to keep growing. So we just want you to think about that whether you're an A, B, or C, and we're going to turn up some signing music and we're going to let people